Do you recognize any of this? I don't know if my work will be good enough. I don't know if I will be good enough. Some of the things that you might be coming across in your professional life, your personal life. I'm Steve McCabe and I work in the field of cognitive hypnotherapy with just a few reflections on what it's like to feel imperfect. So just for a moment, just imagine the question, what would it be like if you didn't worry about everything having to be perfect, everything having to be just so? Just have a think about that for a moment. A life where you don't have to be perfect. And I'm sharing these reflections because some of the people I work with in my cognitive hypnotherapy clinic very often have very high standards, and there's nothing wrong with having high standards. Of course, we want to do the best possible work that we can, but where things become a little bit restrictive and almost disabling is when life gets in the way and we start putting these unrealistic expectations on ourselves. So as I'm talking now, I'm shooting this short video on an iPhone 11 video camera. I've got no script, I don't have any preparation, I haven't done any makeup. Boy, do I need it. And it's just good enough. And if it's good enough, then it's good enough. And so are you. So where does all this come from? Well, quite often when we're younger, doesn't have to be when we're very young in childhood, but it often is the case. We often have a very binary look on life. Things are either black or white. And our brain and our subconscious mind in particular is looking for ways to protect you. Things that might present as a peril or a danger will be logged within your subconscious as a bad thing. And when we think about the things when we're very much younger, around perhaps at school, bullying, maybe being humiliated in the classroom when we're trying to do times tables in front of the class, those very minor harmless things that happen to us and happen to everybody can often become quite problematic years later. So for example, if you were to be asked by somebody that you respected, somebody that you felt was better qualified at whatever they do and whatever you do, you might well have a limiting belief about yourself, about being good enough. And that might well create a match to the pattern that your subconscious has linked way back when you were doing your times tables in class, as an example. So my message to you today, very briefly, is let's accept being imperfect. And what a wonderful world that would be. Have a thought about this. Have a thought about this. That doesn't make sense, does it? Am I going to edit that out of this short video? No, I'm not. Have a think about this even. Imagine a doctor or a lawyer makes a written note to a colleague, to a client, patient, and he or she makes a spelling mistake or makes a judgment that doesn't quite fit with the high standards of practicing law or medicine. As long as it's not a life-threatening condition, a very black or white catastrophe or not catastrophe, then it's okay. And quite often in the professional life, working life, we'll often come across people who are very adept at accepting their foibles, accepting their imperfections. Just have a think about that and dwell on that and see what you could do to really accept you being good enough, maybe the next time you're asked to do a piece of work or a project. Hope that's been of some use. If not, no worries. It's only 4 minutes and 15 seconds, 16 seconds of your life. But thank you anyway for dropping by. I'm Steve McCabe. Hope to catch you again soon. Bye for now.